I need the scoop.
A teenager's accidental phone call exposes a mother's devastating secret about her own child. This Reddit confession about family loyalty and toxic relationships sparked heated debates about parental manipulation and the damage caused by comparing children to their parents. Get ready for a story that will make you question how well we really know the people who claim to love us most.
So, last year, my mum, who's 38, left my dad for her old boyfriend Mike. He got out of jail and Mum and Dad were arguing a lot, so she left to be with him. I've met Mike a few times, but generally when I'm with Mum or at her place, it's just her and me, because she says she doesn't want to share her time with me with anyone else. Except since they've gotten together, my mom has changed a lot. For one, she dresses different and is way more affectionate. When she picks me up from school, she's always wearing Lululemon and will wait outside the car and hug and kiss me in front of everyone before we can go. And sometimes she hugs me in the morning until I wake up. She's made me start going to the gym with her, made me start taking my uncle's taekwondo classes, and on Sunday makes me wake up at 6 in the morning unless it's raining to go on runs. She always makes me get so tired in the gym, and my uncle is harder on me than anybody else in his class, and the morning runs ruin Sunday for me. I've told her all this, but she says it's for my good and especially gets upset when I complain about my uncle. The thing is that taekwondo is literally in our family. My grandfather was friends with Grandmaster Han Chakyo, one of the first big masters of taekwondo. My uncle even has a photo with him when he was younger than I am, a few years before he died, and my uncles even met Grandmaster Choi as well. So I literally can't get out of it because it's a family thing, and my uncle says I'm good too, and that when I'm doing it, I'm representing him. So that's why he's harder on me than everyone else. I just get so tired doing it. 2 days ago, I tried phoning my mom about something I left at her place, and she didn't pick up. She butt dialed me after, and when I picked up, I could hear her, but she couldn't hear me, and she was talking to Mike. It was just small talk, but then Mike brought me up and I heard her say to Mike straight up, "He's so lame just like his dad." And then he asked if my mum would choose him over me, and she said something like, "Obviously I'd choose my son, and that he needs to start being active in my life so I end up like him and not my dad." It made me so mad, and I still feel that way. I don't know why Mike went to jail, and when I asked my mum just said it doesn't matter because he was innocent, and I don't know how she knows that, but she believes it. My uncle would kick it if they ever fought, and I'm pretty sure Mike's afraid of him too since we all had a dinner, and he was really quiet and polite to him the whole time. I don't know, but she's happier with him than she ever has been with my dad. They used to date when they were in high school, and I guess she always wanted to be with him. Yesterday, she surprised me by picking me up from my uncle's class to take me to Dairy Queen, and I just couldn't talk to her. She got really worried that something was wrong with me, and when she dropped me off at my dad's, I know they got into an argument. Am I in the wrong for not telling her?
The Reddit community rallied around the original poster, with many sharing their own experiences of hearing hurtful things from parents. Armed with advice to confront his mother directly, the teenager prepared for what would be one of the most difficult conversations of his young life. What started as a simple confession would unleash a flood of emotions that would change their relationship forever.
I'm not really sure what to type, but I feel like I need to write about some things that have happened. When I was writing my last post, I was reading the Expanse books, and there's stuff in the second one about mums not seeing their kids. I know that's so different from my situation, and it's not real, but I think that's what got me really emotional and scared, and I didn't realize that until I looked back at it. So my dad pretty much told me that I needed to talk to my mum because he didn't want to deal with her, and she was going to pick me up from school so we could work it out. When she did, I just tried talking to her like normal or lying, but she knew I was lying and seemed really worried, so I told her everything, and it made her cry, and I felt really awful. But then she started apologizing to me, which was really weird. She told me that she shouldn't have said that, and she was wrong to say it, and that I'm not lame. She said that I'm her only child, and that sometimes she gets jealous of how much I'm like my dad, and she wishes I was more like her. She ranted about how much she hates my dad, and how he ruined her life, and it was his fault she said it. And then she started saying she'd die without me, and promising that she was going to make it up to me and never say something like that again. And since then, she really has tried. She'll come to school randomly during lunchtime and drop me off lunch, or make special dinner for me, or even help out with my uncle's classes. She's not as good as him but knows the lessons. But literally the week after, she also forced me to go to counseling with her and is making me go with her every week now. All we do there is talk, and we've talked so much now about what she said and how I felt about it that I'm kind of annoyed by it. So yeah, I don't really like it, but she seems to think it's helping, and she even said once she should have made us go the moment she left my dad. Besides that, Mike proposed to my mum and she accepted, and she honestly seems happier than she's ever been. She's been hanging out with his daughter and his niece a lot too, to plan her wedding. I'm still not close to him or anything, but I don't know. I don't feel like I can say anything with how happy my mum is. I mean, she's calling all of our relatives to tell them the news and telling me to start writing my speech. Dad's been pissed off ever since he learned. And the worst part is that after she made me admit this in the counseling, she listened to the therapist and wants me to start going to sessions by myself. She said my uncle will take me on the days that she's going to book for me, so I won't feel any pressure from her. I just hate it. I hate talking about these things and I wish I didn't have to. I have no choice but to continue therapy. She's not going to let me stop. Maybe she'd let me stop the one we do together, but not the one where I go alone. I have tried telling her that I don't feel like it's helping me, but she just said that therapy's a process, that maybe going alone will make it better, and that she's not going to risk my mental health, and she should have had me start going months ago. For context, she didn't cheat on my dad. I know that. When they were still together, they were both arguing and yelling a lot about everything. I know she wasn't happy back then. I just wish she was. They didn't immediately get engaged either. Mike and my mum have been together for about a year now. The therapist actually said what a lot of people have pointed out, that when my mum blamed my dad for what she said, it showed she's not taking accountability. We talked so long about it, and she agreed that she shouldn't have said that it was wrong. But then we wouldn't stop talking about it. It's just so exhausting. My mom says that Mike was joking about that comment, but I should focus on that she said she would choose me. That was probably the only useful thing I feel we talked about in therapy, because I asked if she'd still choose me when she and Mike have kids, and she told me she's not going to have any more kids because I am all she needs. But besides that, it's just talking on and on in circles and exhausting.
Sometimes the most damaging words come from those who should protect us most. This ongoing family situation continues to evolve as therapy sessions reveal deeper issues, so subscribe to catch any future updates on this complex mother-son relationship. Share your thoughts on family dynamics and emotional manipulation in the comments, and explore our other videos for more stories about navigating difficult family relationships.